Yes, welcome back to Watea Valley, everybody. And my tractor right there, it's got a big bucket on the front. Some of you probably know why, and that's because we're currently at the biogas plant, and as you can see as we pan around there, our silage is ready to go. It's at 100%, it's been fermented, and we'll just take the front cover off there, and as you can see, we've got a little bit of raw grass at the front there, but the light brown stuff at the back, or the darker brown I should say, is silage. It's ready to be either sold or made into feed for cows or whatever we want to use it for, but in this particular case we're going to dig it up and put it or sell it to the biogas plant. At the moment selling for about $500 odd per 1,000 litres. We've got 700,000 or 750,000 litres or something in here. That's going to translate into about $300,000 to $350,000. So there's a lot of money in here. Definitely well worth all that work. So I've just scooped up my bucket here. We're at 99%. Never goes to 100 for some reason. And all you do is pick it up and you trundle on over to the big silo intake here. And oh, it's just about collapsed there, but we're all good. And just get it over the top and we'll just pour it in here. And just by pouring it in, we should see the dollars stack up. And there they go, they're ripping up. 4,000, 4,800. It's not a very big bucket, this one, unfortunately. $936 on this first load. We're going to have to probably do about 700 loads at this point. We're probably going to need to look at a bigger tractor, but let's just do a couple of loads here and see how we go. Just dig it in there, get in there. Yep, and we've picked it all up. Nice. Just lift it up nice up there, wrap around here, try to get this going efficiently. Ah! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, it's defying gravity, that silage in that bucket right there. Okay, let's see if we can get ourselves up. Call in health and safety inspectors. We've got an issue on the farm. Oh my god, how am I going to get here? Let's hopefully if we go down, can we get it? Oh, come on, get up, go! Oh, I thought I had it there for a minute. Oh no, hopefully I've got a seatbelt. This can't be good. Let me get my farming qualification taken off me. Not that I've got any, clearly. Oh no, here we go. This seems to be working pretty well. And over! You little ripper. And look, no damage to the tractor. Very hardy tractors, these ones. Oh, what an absolute shocker. And all the silage stayed in the bucket. That was really convenient. And we'll just dump it off in there for another 1,000 odd bucks. Okay. Got $12,000 now. And hopefully that will be enough. Okay, while you're away, I actually had to go and do a few more buckets worth because one of the mods I've got here is a Volvo L220H, a massive digger. Costs $22,000 to lease for 1 hour, that is, because you've got to pay the operating cost of $13,000, the base cost of $5,500, and then the day cost of $2,700. So we'll lease that up for $22,000. No bucket though, so we better go and sort that out. We'll just jump back in the store. And this is another mod I've got here. Where is it? Here we go. If we just go back in there, and it should be sitting right at the end. There we go. Our Big Lizard Universal Lightweight takes 30,500 litres. That's what I'm talking about. It's going to mean nowhere near the amount of trips to fill it up. So let's just attach that bucket. Let's see how does that work. Just like that. Too easy. Okay, sorry about the guy who planted that hedge. I've been wrecking it all day. Attach that on the front. Look at the beast of this. This is a beast, this Volvo. Look at it. The size of that bucket. Oh man, this is going to be good. Right, let's take this thing back. Watch out, people. Man, it takes up a lot of the road. Better come on, get the speed up. Let's see if we can pass this car. Is anything coming the other way? Doesn't look like it. Come on, go. Look, it takes up the entire road. I could scoop up that car, but we'll just work our way around it. Nice. Okay, in for our first load. Rip it in there quickly. Oh, that wasn't quite as effective as I expected. I think the bucket's just a touch too high. We'll just... Oh, here, let's get that one going. Get back. Wheels are spinning. That's never a good sign, is it? Okay, tip it up just a little bit. Getting close so I can see that. Okay, that looks better. Yes, look at that. 99%. This is a beast of a machine. Look at it. Oh, look how much silage I've got in there. Now this is better. We should get slightly more than the $926 that we've been getting for that piddly little bucket over in the corner there. I'm just going to line this up. Oh, geez, see that rock? Look at it rock side to side. Ha! Oh, it doesn't matter. I can just get it up upright if it falls over, based on my other experience. Okay, let's just tip this out. Let's see. We should see some decent dollars here. Look at that money rock on up. 15,373. Get in there, boy. I am loving that. That's more like it. Can make a lot of money doing this, that's for sure. Righto, let's go ahead and keep this going. Do a ton more buckets. Okay, this will be the last bucket. We're up to $130,000. That's just a nice little pot of money there. Look, I'm pouring it all over the place. And as you can see in here, guys, the prices dropped right down to 327 after being right up there at 500. And that's a cool thing about this game, is that as you put a lot more in there, demand decreases and prices drop too. So that's kind of cool. You can't just dump your whole load in there or else prices will crash. Okay, looking at my fields, these two here are almost growing. I need to wait for them to get to the next stage so I can fertilise. There we go, it popped up. Hit it on 120. Let's grab that little fertiliser right there. And so I've got field numbers, well, this one here to the right has got wheat, and that one you saw just over the left there has got canola. So what we need to do, we've done the first stage of fertilising. When we sowed it, let's just check that. Get rid of the ploughing. Yeah, it's that darker blue middle. So we do this, and this will be the last time we've got to fertilise this field before we can actually go ahead and harvest it. So there we go. Okay, line this up. Oh, missed a spot. Have to come back and do that. So yeah, we'll keep these fields rocking along, and that way keep that flow of money coming in. And also try to take advantage of those great demands when they came along, because we missed the last one. Okay, so we've decided that we're going to plant, sow I should say, field 4, which is that strange looking field right there. Sort of a upside down U. You almost might say an N. Yes, that's right, I know my alphabet. That's amazing. Look, I missed the spots there in my fertilising to the left. Oops. So we'll go ahead and we'll sow some soybeans into this one. We've got canola growing on the right. I've already fertilised that. Okay, I've had a brainwave, and what I've decided to do is buy a new sowing machine just to make it a lot more efficient, so I can plant these fields and harvest them and all that sort of stuff a lot faster. So it's going to take a big chunk of our change here. There we go, 52 grand. But it means we're going to have 2 sowing machines going at once and just really get efficiencies going. Alright, we need this tractor. Finally got there in the end. Let's go and pick up the sower. Right, should be around. Here it is. Nice, bright, shiny new sowing machine. This is certainly going to help. Look how dirty my tractor is. I need to get that water blaster and give these a good clean. Alright, let's grab this and take it back. Man, that real clean sowing machine is making my tractor look very, very dirty. But look at this. Look at the detail on there. Get in there, boy. Like it. Whoops, down the road. It's a little bit hard to see where I'm going there. I only keep on that angle for a short while, that's for sure, else I'll end up smashing into cars. I've done it before off camera. Alright, we've filled it up with seed. How do I close that cover? Left. Okay. Boom. Alright. So we've got our seed in there, and we'll go over to the second part of that field, number 4. Look at that windstream. Holy shit. We'll go down over there and we'll sow something in there. I have to decide what I'm going to put in there. And we're definitely going to be able to get these fields sown a lot faster than we did previously by having 2 machines. Here goes the other guy. He's doing these. He's off on a bit of a tangent there, creating triangles. That's all good. You've got to do that on these odd shaped fields. There he is. Missed a few spots. We'll have to rev him up about that. But let's park this thing up, and you can enjoy a quick version of sewing. And that's that headland done and dusted. I'll go and sort the rest out. See you soon. And I'll tell you what, everybody, using multiple tractors to sow a field, 2 in this case, is definitely way more efficient. Surprise, surprise. Simple maths will tell you that, obviously. But I've managed to complete field number 4 to our right there, and I've progressed it to 1 growth stage. I'm just staggering the growth stages here of all these fields just to make it a little bit easier when I go ahead and harvest them. We'll just take the pressure off a little bit. So here goes one of my tractors working the right hand side of this large field here that we're sowing some more soybeans. So I'm just going to throw the helper in there. And by the way, you would have noticed I totally went against my rule that I set at the very start of the series of just doing everything myself. I very quickly realised that if I didn't get helpers in, it was going to take a long time. So I'm just going to finish off these little bits which tend to pop up at the end of oh, Mace, what are you doing? At the end of sowing runs. And then this field will be completed. Oh, Mace, you got to put it down. I'm the absolute professional farmer. There's no doubt about that. Hold on, turn it on, put it down. There we go. So, yeah, no, really good having this extra sower. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm not going to run the episode for too much longer. It's probably a little bit of a shorter one. I haven't seen the overall time. But I'll complete this big field here. I need to go and fertilise field number 4 for the last time. And fertilise this field now that I've sown it. And then in the next episode, I know I said last time that I'll go and sow that other field over the other across the road from this particular farm, go and sow that with grass. Now I'm going to take this guy and go and do the head land over here, but I haven't done that yet, and I will go and do it because one thing that's become really apparent is that silage is very profitable. So I'm definitely going to continue to do that, and I really want to start getting some animals on the farm. Helper G is blocked by an object. Let's check it out. That won't help him. I'll come back and sort him out later. So I'm keen to get some animals running. It looks like the sheep, and I've only got sheep and cows on this particular farm. It looks like sheep are pretty easy to get up and running. I do need a little bit of equipment, and I'll probably need 140 odd thousand in the bank to buy the right equipment, the basic level of that equipment, so a mower and a forage wagon and that sort of thing. And sheep costs $4,000 each, so probably get 10 for a start or something like that. They'll then create wool for me, and that sells for a decent amount, so I'll look to try to get some sheep as soon as I can, but I'm probably going to need to do a few runs through these fields just to get the cash flow up, and also once the price increases on that silage up the hill, I'll be able to go ahead and sell that and put a nice little pool of money in my bank, and then we can buy some more equipment and get this farm pumping. But guys, I've got to go and get that tractor out of the ditch, so what I'll do is I'll leave the episode here. I want to say a huge thank you to everybody for tuning in and taking the time to watch my videos. I do hope you enjoy it. Please smash that like button down below. It costs nothing at all. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe if you do enjoy this content. Once again, that costs nothing at all, except probably a little bit of self-respect. And who's not willing to give up a bit of that, eh? But anyway, guys, until next time, you know the drill. Enjoy yourselves. Take it easy.